Nope, doesn't load either. It's like the whole Avionics here has just got completely confused now. Usually yours hard crashes the point where you click activate. Yeah, well this one's just bugged out completely. I can't even, like... This side doesn't even have the approaches. Oh my god. Activate. Meh. Whatever. Alright, well, you know. 65 away. We know we need to be down at about 4,000 feet. Let's work this out. 1, 2, 5, 6. About 12 DME, we should be at 4,000. So that's fine. We'll just go with that. Weather's clearing up anyway. That's good. Mr. Deldra, welcome back. Cozzy, welcome back. The Sammy, thank you, 44. That is a weird one. Like that, I don't know what happened when I was playing with it. It reversed the course and then just completely went. I hope they fixed that in the patch this week. That's what it says we are. Anyway, fresh berry Y food. Setting the plane through developer mode will fix it. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to do to 1R. It's not worth it. Is it fresh or is it taxed? Mrs. Squirrel not actually taxed this one, Dre. Mrs. Squirrel actually gave me the bottle sealed this time. That's the first bottle of Y food that she has given me that she has not taxed. They've got Avionics fixes, Joe, which is what that was. I don't know about autopilot, that was an Avionics bug. She probably just had one. Yeah, she probably just made a powder one herself. I'm not even joking. We're not going to run out of fuel soon. We'll be fine. Loads of fuel left. Blue Army, get the Game Pass. You can get it for like $1 for your first month on the Game Pass, and then it's $5 a month afterwards. That is the cheapest way of finding out if you like it. Sam Blackshaw, thanks for 41. Piston engines are dirt cheap and on, and I'm surprised I didn't bring more. I'm actually flying without any cargo, so when you land the plane and stop renting it, the fuel that you leave in, you don't get a refund on any extra fuel that you put in the plane. So you're just literally wasting money. It's like when you rent a car and they give it to you with like a quarter of a tank and you bring it back with half a tank. Yeah? Well, the next person benefits, not you. No, it's not like FSE drive. No, it said something like, you must bring the plane back with at least the same amount of fuel that it had. That's what it said. I think we'll go into 20 right and go to the north. South cargo. Actually, the cargo's on the right. Where's the GA apron? Let's go into 20 center. That sounds fun. Sherbet lemon incoming. So yeah, I'm flying here without any passenger cargo because this is my home airport, but there was no plane here that I could hire. And we have a pending job, which is like your beginner job that will give us another skill point, I think. So my question is, when we land the plane and stop renting, can we immediately re-rent this plane? Or is there a risk that you stop renting it and then somebody else grabs it? Like, how does it work? The fee that you pay for not bringing it back is quite low. Fair enough. Oh, you never stop renting. Can you just keep renting it? You keep renting it until you return it. Ah, okay. That's interesting. So what's to stop me from holding on to this plane? Because this plane belongs to somebody, doesn't it? If I don't return it, this plane is locked to me, but I'm not earning the owner any money. There's a daily minimum. There's no daily minimum on Thunder. It's onerous system. Oh, okay. You still pay, just no cap on renting. So if you was an aircraft owner and you put your plane in the system, somebody could rent it and then just hardly do anything with the plane. Put restrictions on it, right? Check the rent details. How do I check the rent details? Aircraft, maybe? Manage details. Current owner system. Current location in flight. 316 days left. One, it's 100 hour, right, okay. Weekly ownership cost $10. Doesn't really say, does it? If the system owns it, then I guess it's more like a lease to me, isn't it? Is your sub notification working, or just sub and it never showed up? I was saying this to Dre yesterday, that stuff was coming through, but like really slowly. Having said that, Emerged Chaos, I'm looking at both Streamlabs and my own panel, and I'm not seeing your sub coming through. The last one I see was 6 minutes ago from Sam Blackshaw, both on Streamlabs and our own system, so I don't think your sub notifications come out of Twitch. That points more to a Twitch problem than anything else. Yeah, these clouds are getting pretty scary all of a sudden. Well, the weather forecast was not great. How do I get back to my in-flight display? Aircraft. Live operations map. Interesting. Pending jobs. Go to the tracking page. My company, don't see any tracking. Go to track, oh that one, sorry. Does that always appear there when you're in flight then? See, that's quite old. It says 210 at 6 knots. Few clouds at 800 feet. Broken at 3,200 feet. With a cumulus base. Overcast at 7,500. Eek. Yeah, that's not good weather, I'll be honest. Not good weather. I need to try and get under it if possible. Should be able to go down to 3,000 looking at 4 flight. So I think we'll do that. You don't like on R? Why? How much have you played it? This lemon sherbet, man. Oh my god. I think it's not the lemon that's the problem, it's the grey. Like, if you'd have maybe made it the grey darker, it probably would have worked. It's the silvery grey with the lemon, that's what doesn't work. 15 hours, I don't know, I always find myself back in FSE. Fair enough. Yeah, I want to experience both, and then I can make a sensible call on it. I need to get enough points to get... I think I need to get enough skill tree points to create a virtual airline, don't I? I saw that somewhere. I thought I saw that somewhere. Was it on one of these? FBO. Hiring agreement. You can hire employees and freelancer, training facilities. Yeah, but this is more for AI stuff, isn't it? Oh, the short-term cost is expensive. It's like €9 for a month. It's ridiculous. Oh, you need 100 grand to do it. Fair enough. It's just some crazy weather outside. You need to complete all the missions in that bundle to get 2 skill points. Blimey. You've flown 5 to 6 flights in Honor when you was waiting for your FSE to approve application. The idea of ranking your flying and landings is a good one, but FSE has a lot more mature program at this point. Oh, it's definitely... FSE is definitely more forgiving, that's for sure. I mean, with FSE, you can do a job and you can accelerate sim time, and that's fine. Which I find a little bit perplexing. I assume Honor doesn't let you do that. The GA ramp in Nashville is just south of the beginning of runway 31. Oh, I see. Well, where it says signature flight support. In that case, I'll go in on 20 left, and then get off at Hotel 4 or Hotel 3, I think. Thank you. Negative on the VFR. Look at this. Oh. I don't know, you can disable survival mode, which opens up a lot of casual settings, like fast forwarding time. Yeah, if you're playing it in thunder mode, you can't, though. You just got your rating for single engine turbo land in Honor, and now you can fly TBM. Ah. What was that then? Is this the whole skill tree right now? You have to do a check ride. You need to rent a turboprop and do a check ride. Are you serious? That's hilarious. How does it measure the check ride exactly? They give you instructions in the sim? No way. Emerge Chaos, thank you for 4 months. Thank you, mate. Boarding training. Passengers are boarded 20% quicker, as if. So I need to get this. I want to get the passenger license point, I think. And I'm gonna guess that we need to get bank loans to buy. Wow, interest rates. Parking fees. I know I have 1 point, so I'm just going to work out where to put it. I'm guessing passenger licenses. Oh my god. Talk about hard IMC. Holy smoke, look at this. Rip. This is plain of fog lights. Do you know the irony of fog lights is, like, when you turn them on, if it's really, really foggy, they actually make it worse because they're just shining your face at night. We're going to have to basically try and find KBNA directly. Okay, hang on, it's got the VOR. The VOR's not broken. Wait, that's the localizer. Oh, that was for 02, wasn't it? put that on 2.0 potentially. That gives an idea of the runway heading. Default 172, yep. This is burning way more fuel than it should, even though like I leaned out the mixture and everything. Still 24 nautical away. Probably fall out the sky with no fuel in a minute. No, I'm going to go in on 2.0. Like, the ILS I set up for 0.2, but given what the wind's doing, I'm going to go on 2.0 left. Although, given these conditions, I really should probably just fly the 0.2 ILS. Which would mean putting it on that. And the inbound course was 021, which is already set. Let's see if we can intercept this. I think we'll run out of fuel shortly. Despub and Medic Sizzle, thank you for subbing, guys. Welcome. Emerge Chaos, thank you for gifting that sub to Despub. Mr. Helipilot, thank you for 15 months. Happy flying, thank you, dude. Hope you're well. Not sure it's going to be so happy this flying, but we'll see how it goes. A final approach fix should be at 2,500, but we can intercept 8.8 DME would be our intercept point at this altitude. That fuel burns way too high. Well, I can't really lean it anymore when I'm only at 3,000 feet.
ATIS is 135.1.
See how we get on. What are your thoughts on her so far? I don't really have any right now. Because I haven't even done a job yet. Like, once we've done a job and I can see what the breakdown looks like. Oh, yeah. I like this map interface. I mean, it's a much more modern interface, let's not kid ourselves. But I want to see how the economy works and, you know, how you make money in thunder mode and that kind of thing. McNern, thank you for the bits. So I can't really give you that opinion yet, I don't feel. I mean, we should be doing about 2 miles a minute at the moment, and we're only 17 nautical away. So we should be about 8 minutes out. I reckon we can probably eke about 8 minutes out of that. There's another cell coming. Dude, this weather's gone insane. Look at it. Proper hard IMC right now. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I mean, if I was being sensible, I'd land here and refuel. But that's a whole different ballgame, landing there in these conditions. At least we know that Nashville has an ILS. That's some, yeah, it's live weather, Tony. It's getting bumpy. Basically flying to try and intercept this ILS. Like, I know I can do it, but I just don't know if I can do it with the amount of fuel we've got. Yeah, FSC opens up donations like once or twice a year, and then they ask for like $2,000 or something, and they use that for the year to run the servers. Now, I wanted to be over here on the East Coast sniffer. Anybody ever get the ATC telling you to fly into the mountain like, no, I will not descend to 3000? Common misconception about ATC is that, like, as the pilot in command, you're responsible for the safety of the plane and the passengers, not ATC. If they tell you to do something and you're not comfortable with it, you don't have to do it. You just tell them. You say negative, like, I'm not doing that, unable. If they say descend to 2000 and you look at your chart and go, well, that's going to put me in a mountain, you don't do it. Yeah, especially not Microsoft Flight Sim ATC. Ain't that the truth? Man, that fuel. What happens if you go here and do that and then slide the bar? What does On Air do about that? No idea. It gives you an error at the end. Ultimate penalty. Your airline has been closed down for cheating. FSA hasn't caught you adjusting fuel. Wow. Right, this is good, because we're 10 DME right now, so that is, according to the chart, bring that up. According to the chart, 10 DME would put us somewhere between FIDS and DIKNS in terms of distance. So we can intercept at Dickens at 3,000 feet, which is what we're at. That's 8.8 DME, so as long as we're no closer than that, we should see that glide slope come down to about here as we make a turn and capture it, in theory. Tony, you're welcome, son. Thank you. The problem we're going to have is when we land at 02 left, we're pretty far away from a taxi point of view. Whether we'll have enough fuel to taxi over, I don't know. I think I'm just going to come down slightly because I think we're going to be above profile. Well, I didn't expect this for a flight. Yeah, the fuel's going to run out as we get on the runway, I think. Vacate the runway and stop the flight. I literally may have to. There's a glide slope. We're way closer than I want to be, but with the fuel amount we have. Well, still high on profile. You get one shot at this cougar. Like, normally I'd have gone way further out, but with the fuel situation, I'm just trying to get somewhere in the vicinity of the airfield. Do you know what? I'm just going to go straight in here. Since we've actually got visual on a runway, let's take it. We're landing in 02 right now. Left was over there, which is one we're going to go to. But because of the fuel situation, I couldn't really go further out. We could even go center and just get it down. Because what was happening was, because I was turning in too close to the airfield, I was going, like, basically above the glide slope quite a bit. And if we run out of fuel right now, I'm just going to head straight for that center. Just going to keep the altitude going, I think. There's no going around. Actually, the weather's just randomly cleared up. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Look at it. "65 knots, Mobiz."
Mile final runway 0 to right.
Holy smoke, we're actually gliding too much. And the rain's just gone.
Weed 220 at 4 knots.
Wait, who just said that?
500.
Was that on air saying that? That was nice of it. We'll just glide it in, I think.
Landing time not. Landed at Kilo Bravo November Alpha, Nashville International.
Interesting. Interesting integration they've got going. Well, we're down. Let's get off. Right. Change your lights. Let's see if we can actually taxi back. We've What? I probably will get a warning for landing without reserve fuel. There's some crazy stuff going on with the cars here. It looks like the cars actually cut through the taxiways. This is an interesting airport layout. Well, it looks like we're playing Frogger. Because, I've got to cross over here. What the heck? Somebody put the road in the wrong place. So where's signature then? Over here somewhere. I've got to cross this runway now. I bet you I get penalised for crossing a runway.
Approaching runway 31. Runway 31. 3,109 meters remaining.
Yeah, they need to fix the tunneling, I think. We go, we'll park on the left here. Somewhere. It'll do. Don't know what it wants me to do, but
Engine off, time logged.
pull the
End
mixture.
of flight, registered in on-air company.
That was an interesting flight. Your flight has been monitored by Honor. XP received 52, including a 10% bonus. Oh. Reputation change, minus 0.31%. Reputation increase for 0.9 hours, 0.19%. Landed without 30 minutes of reserve fuel, minus 0.5. Literally penalised me for that. Comfort bonus obtained, 5%. Aircraft handling bonus obtained. Airframe condition. Blimey. That's gone down quite a bit. If the engine wore out that quickly. So yeah, I actually lost rep for doing that. That's quite a chunk, that. Busted. Right, well, let's see if we can do better on the next one, eh? It literally was running on fumes. So I need to refuel the thing, and I need to find our next... It's a pending job. It was this one, wasn't it? So we need to take this and deliver some cargo 56 miles away to the east. So if we put that over there, and then put that over here. So we're going to go from KBNA, and it wants us to go to KSRB. Back into the storm. I think it was okay towards the east. You have the job, so now just go and prepare the flight. Yeah, I need to work out how we're going to get there. Approaching to KSRB. Now, they actually have an ILS approach. They have an RNAV into 22. It's not ideal. Could do an RNAV via Zuckham. Do that. The only way to get XP is the missions, and they get very involved as you get higher. Your level 5 mission was 8 legs. Wow. And I take it the XP is what gives you skill points, right? Yeah, that's true, Xeon. The plane actually has bugs right now. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart it because the avionics is bugged. Well, maybe on this one I'll actually get paid. 2 skill points per level. Yeah, I think given the weather here, Trucker J, I think I'd rather have some avionics this time. Just dead wrecking it, yeah. No autopilot. Please hold. Microsoft Flight Simulator is currently loading. You guess the penalty stuff is for beginners like me, just want to fly a bit and maybe give it some purpose. Kind of frustrating. No, because what you do is you don't play it in super hardcore mode, which is what I'm playing it in. So you play it in the easier mode. That's why it has like 3 different levels of difficulty. I think they call it Cumulus, Stratus, and Thunder. I'm in Thunder. Does 4Flight work on PC? Yep, I think so. You still get penalties in the easiest mode. I think it doesn't matter as much. Yeah, they're probably like, if you don't put your landing lights on, you probably don't get penalized that much. Do you know, I've told that MFSS bridge thing to have, to like disable all notifications in Windows, and every time it pops up. I wonder if they're going to improve these loading times. It's not my end, Jack Sims. We're not losing bits at the moment. What made you go into the aviation sector and get your pilot license? Well, I almost did it as a career when I was younger, but chose to go into computers instead. And it was just something I wanted to go back to. Well, I'm getting rid of the lemon. We're not going to go sherbet dip. Should we go for bright green? That's nasty, isn't it? It's not as nasty as the pink one. Let's go with orange instead of lemon. What's the tail number on this thing? It's like November 7075 Lima or something like that. Okay, that's ready. KSRB. That's what we're looking for. Right. So how do we set this up? So we've got the job. Well, that's a pending job. How do I actually take that job now? How do I actually fly this? Pending jobs. Go to the flight page. Aircraft, live operations, pending jobs. Which is the flight page. This one. Aircraft. Sorry, dear. No, you put it there. Top. Prepare your flight. Right, this time we're going to give it enough fuel. Load the cargo in the center panel. 246 out of 246 pounds. Load. So now I've got the pilot weighing 190 plus the cargo weighing 246. Fuel 169 pounds. Cargo, crew, empty weight 1700. Okay, so we're good. $8.96 a gallon. That seems more expensive than last place. How far was this flight? Okay, that should be plenty, shouldn't it? We're going to set up an FBO in Nashville and we're going to undercut these scumbags. That's what we're going to do. Because that is proper pricey. I'm sure it was about $6 at the last place. That's a rip-off, that is. Tempted to take less, but... How much are we going to get paid for this job? Confirm fuel and payload. Confirm and go and fly. If I click this, will that do all of those things? Confirm fuel, payload, and go and fly. Okay. Transferring work order to apron agents. It's actually loading fuel, as if. And it's loading the cargo as well. Oh my god. Look at this. We have to wait. Click on the intended destination. KSRB. Wow. It goes quicker with better skills. That's it, isn't it? We're good to go here, I think. Let me just look at... Right, so we'll be flying over a sector that's 2,200 minimum. So I reckon we can fly 3, possibly 4K. Let's go and try and go 4K. Just try and get over the clouds if you can. I was going to say, like, yeah, if you do that on an A320, 160 passengers takes 25 minutes. Oh my God. Who's the dev for this? You know the guy who owns Aerosoft? He's behind it, apparently. You're going to need every bit of fuel since you're going over the mountains. No, no, no. It says 2,200 en route. If you look. See that in the middle there? 2,200, 1,700. We don't have to climb very much. So now we can go to the flight tracking page. I think we're good to go. Doesn't look like FS Economy. That's because it's not. Yeah, Xeon, that's going to catch me out, that tracking thing, because I'm used to doing it on the runway with FSE, and now I have to remember to do it before I do anything else. Do you know what? That's pretty weird. You see, it says Brentwood here. Like where I live in Chelmsford, if that's Chelmsford was here, Brentwood would be about there. That's pretty weird. Hey, Mr. Murphy, what time is it for you? Oof, that weather. This is definitely IFR kind of weather. Where the heck are we? Yeah, they need to do some work at Nashville. These are supposed to be underground roads, I think. And instead, like, the terrain's just really badly warped. Traffic's just going through the airport. 20, 30, 37 in Sydney. Jeez. We don't even need him. We don't need a pushback. We'll be good. Right, so first things first, start the flight, right? So start tracking. Then battery master alternator. Check the fuel level. Okay, fuel's good this time. Set the local baro. Check the flight plan. KSRB with the RNAV22, all good. Set the altitude. We'll try for 5K. It's not a particularly long flight, but we should be able to manage 5K, I think. Right, beacon lights going on. Mixture rich. Feet on the brakes.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay, we have no alerts. Good old temperature, 1200 RPM. All good. Right, we're going to have the pizza heat on. Even though it's 24, don't care. You love the light for the screens reflecting the cockpit. Yeah, if you have the right settings, it looks so good. We are going to be wanting nav mode. Wait, why are we on VOR? GPS Plus. Nearest taxi is... I suppose we could taxi here. We'll do that. You hate Microsoft Teams. Alright, taxi lights coming on. Trim has been set. See if we can figure out where we're going. Better not go too quickly. Yes, it is live weather. Go too quickly, we might get penalised. Well, I wouldn't say the weather in Nashville looks nice, but it it looks good in Microsoft Flight Sim, I guess. I don't have all the info now. The rig stuff has not been set up yet, but the PC specs and stuff are there. It's where we play Frogger again. I'm hoping we can get up above this weather. Actually, further to the east, it was pretty good. It was only the west side that was pretty bad. I think we'll just go here. We should be fine. I don't know why it's got me taking off northbound, given this wind. Right, let's get... So it wants flaps, specifically. 10 degrees of flaps, that'll do. 10 degrees of flaps, landing lights, nav strobes, taxis off, trim's been set.
Approaching runway 0 to right, 20 left. Entered runway 0 to right, 20 left.
Let's go. The terrain here needs fixing, look at it. It's pretty broken around here.
Airborne time logged.
And we're up. Flaps are coming up. We'll get out of the mist, surely. Hopefully we'll climb out of it. Look at that weather. Right, we're just going to keep the climb going now. Tarteklo, thank you for subbing, welcome. So I was a bit focused then, just trying to make sure we didn't make any mistakes and get penalised by the on-air system. I'm just basically flying heading mode. I want to intercept our departure. Yeah, I turned the landing lights off just before I did the flaps, which is not something I would do, but Honor seems to want it that way. Seeing where you're going is highly overrated. I'm hoping we'll break through the clouds soon. It says broken at 600 feet, which is pretty much what it was. Scattered 4,800. Ugh. We're still not out of it at 5,000. Jeez, man. A digital tutorial flight on honor yesterday and the servers were down, not a great start. I tried to register yesterday and the servers went down. I think we're upgraded onto more powerful servers or something. Just need to wait for the GPS system to move to the next waypoint. The disk got corrupted. Wow. Battle Rabbit, how you doing? Come on, GPS, what are you doing? This thing is like trying to point us to a waypoint back here. And last time I fiddled with it, I made it go a bit weird. We'll have to fly heading mode until it figures it out. So we're at 6,000 feet and it's still just soup. Complete and utter soup. Lebanon? Wow. I thought Lebanon was in the Middle East. It should show you a line where your target heading is. It should draw a line here. No, the 172 doesn't have any weather radar. I can't see how high the weather goes to. I think the sat-nav's gone a bit weird, look. It says we're going from user to Zucam, but we're getting further away from Zucam. Which doesn't make any sense at all. What the heck is it doing? It's like because I didn't follow the initial waypoint, it's got a bit confused. And I don't know how to get it back into unconfused. Pretty much, coaches. It's pretty much how it goes. Go to live operations, the middle button on shortcuts. It will show you where all your employees when you have a VA as well. I don't have any employees though. Do I direct to next waypoint? What, try and get it to go direct to Zucam? See, if you look, it's conflicting with itself. It says we're flying to Zucam, but Zucam is on a 084. So how can we be getting further away if we're flying east on 089? Well, we don't want to go to Watek yet, do we? We literally need to go to Zucam first. That's where we need to go. See if I can get... I think this is going to cock it up again, but we'll see. Activate. So I told it to go to Zucam, and now it's flying as 090 to D0. What? Whatever. Let's go nav mode. Who knows what it'll do when it gets to Zucam. See, it should be saying Zucam and it says D0, which is something on a track of 1-2, 2 miles to the north. Huh? Can't you highlight it and go direct? We can try, but it doesn't support a lot of stuff. So like if you go menu, there's no option here except delete flight plan. If you press direct on that, press enter, now it doesn't do anything. Cancel direct to nav. It literally doesn't make any difference. The only fix you found is entering and loading your approach prior to reaching the waypoint. I have had better experience by like literally just choosing the departure airport in the main menu of Flight Sim and then doing everything, programming my waypoints in manually and selecting my own procedures. It's worked fairly well. But my god, these avionics fixes this week, I hope they sort some of this out. You want to upgrade your PC to a 10850K, but you're unsure how good the new MDs will be. Why do you wait? It's not going to be that long. Just ignore them floating, fat man. The patch will be here before the 20th. So I'm kind of hoping midweek, that Wednesday, Thursday this week. Unreal. Yeah, let's have a bit more peace, shall we, guys? Well, I've done a bow trucker, Jay. You know? Probably belong in Fortnite streams. Or anywhere else on Twitch, actually. Elmick, thank you for you. Right, so, Zucam, let's have a look at the chart. Let's see, RNAV. There's Zucam, the initial approach fix up here. So that was supposed to be... You go, Wotek, you have to be above 4,400 at Wotek, and Wotek's the next waypoint. Okay, so we need to be at 4,400 at Wotek, essentially, which is the second... Can't see it from here, but it's that waypoint there. We must be above 4,400 at that point. I'm going to climb another 1,000 just to see if we can get any more joy in the visibility stakes. Is it enjoyable without the gear? Of course it is. I used to play flight sims when I had nothing more than a joystick. That's not showing no signs of going anywhere, is it? Happy anniversary, Elmec. No, this cloud goes all the way to Mars. I'm afraid. This is some nasty weather around here. So the elevation of this airfield is 1,025 feet. So the MDA is 1,440 feet. So at that point, because we're not actually on a precision approach, at that point, if we can't see the airfield, we have to go around. So that's going to be fun. There's an ILS. Not on this particular approach, there's not, but let's have a look. KSRB. Yeah, that's runway 04 though. That's the problem. This means you've got to land with a tailwind. But I guess if you've got to land, landing with a tailwind as opposed to not landing is probably better. I was kind of hoping for better weather, but yeah, mostly Raptor. I mean, I know I need to be down. I know I need to be down at 4,400 by the time we get to. Still can't see it, can we? Whack off, or what it was called. Wotek. So Wotek's 6 nautical miles away from Zuchem. So at the moment we're tracking to Zuchem, which is 27. So 27 plus 6 is 33. So we're 33 away from Wotek. And we've got to get down to 4,400, which is just a few thousand feet really. So we only need like 9 nautical miles. Let's say 10 to slow down. So 6 of that's taken up by that section. So when we're about 5 nautical miles here, we'll be 11 from Wotek and we'll just descend. And we'll go down to 40... Was it 43 or 44? 44. So yeah, when we're very close to Zuchem, we'll descend. It's lovely and sunny in the UK. Shame the EU ain't the same. What? EU's got it even hotter than we have? Zero clouds over France. 28, 30 Celsius. What you talking about? I mean, sure, if you live over in Poland, it's a bit cloudy. Everywhere else, it's pretty warm to me. Sunny in Finland. You must be around here then. You can't be up there if it's sunny. Let's have a look what it thinks it's doing. Oh, look at this, we're being so unlucky here. Whereabouts are we? Nashville. Oh, look at this. This is where, like, anywhere else in the weather would have been fine. Went to Nashville, and literally it's like the worst weather for hundreds of miles. Oh my god. Look, that's what we're in at the moment. That was great timing indeed, wasn't it? Oh well. Weather radar. Yeah. So, right now, I decided to play on air and choose an airfield right here in the middle of the only strip of rain in the entire continent of the United States. GG. So, our initial fix is going to be Wotec at 4400, and we should be able to capture the profile down at that point. I could hear clicking noises then. That's a bit weird. Okay, fuel's good. It's windy.com. Why did you choose the States? I figured it would be more fun, more places to fly. Like, establish a base in on air in eastern United States, somewhere in where I never fly normally. Kind of appealed to me. The clicks of the lightning from windy, was that what it was? Oh yeah. It sounds exactly like the switch noises that you get. I just saw, did you see that? I actually saw something. Nah, it's not the starter, it was windy.com. Yeah, we know the weather at KSRB, thank you very much. The windy site shows road cameras. What kind of road cameras? No, it wasn't a mountain peak, it was some more clouds. We had like a break in the cloud. Oh my god. Look at that. What are you covering next, Captain Tharlock? Do you mean the tutorial series or the how-to 15-minute how-to thing? If you mean tutorial, I'm probably going to go on to rudder next. Because, you know, mixture's one of those things that people ignore mostly, so I thought I'd do a video on that. The next thing that people mostly ignore is rudder. The only time they use rudder is when they're taxiing. And so I thought rudder would be a useful video because you can kind of cover crosswinds and things in rudder. As well as, like, the slip ball, that kind of thing. Coordinated flight. There's a lot of things you can do with rudder. That's the problem. It could be a big subject. I'm trying to work out what to cover and what to leave out for now. Psych PC, thank you very much for the bits. Yeah, Battle Rabbit, that's too hot for me. I mean, I've been to Nevada when it's been 40 plus and it's just not fun. You know, normally we'd be flying over some lovely terrain right now. I just hope that it clears up on the approach. You could cover slips and side slips. The problem I face is that to properly cover the rudder, there's too many things to cover, really. I mean, you could spend 10 minutes just demonstrating and talking about crosswinds and how to deal with them. Like, that's an entire section. If we start talking about side slips as well, that's another section. And then you already need to have covered coordinated flight and what a slip and a skid is. And I'm trying to keep things at a level that people can, you know, beginners can understand. So it's a bit of a... That's why I'm hesitating on what to do next.